Barcelona are turning up the heat in the summer transfer market, placing a clear-cut deadline of July 16 to secure their top attacking target. With preseason preparations underway and the club aiming for a bounce-back season under new head coach Hansi Flick, the Blaugrana are accelerating negotiations and making bold moves behind the scenes. Priority signing. All eyes on Nico Williams. The player at the center of the storm is Nico Williams, the electric 22-year-old winger from Athletic Club. Known for his lightning pace, fearless dribbling, and ability to create danger from either flank, Williams has emerged as Barcelona's top offensive priority this summer. The club's sporting director Deco, along with Hansi Flick, views Williams as a perfect stylistic and generational fit. The Spanish international had a standout season in La Liga and is currently starring in Euro 2024, only raising his stock. Barca want him signed, sealed, and ready for presentation no later than mid-July. Why July 16th? The July 16th deadline isn't arbitrary. It aligns with several key factors. Preseason training camp. Flick wants his full squad in place by the time intense tactical sessions begin. That includes attacking reinforcements who can be embedded into his pressing and fluid attacking system early. Financial logistics. Barcelona are still operating under tight financial fair play restrictions. Executing transfers within a strict timeframe gives the board time to coordinate player sales and wage adjustments. Avoiding last-minute drama. The club wants to avoid a repeat of chaotic deadline day decisions. By setting an internal deadline, they hope to avoid prolonged haggling with Athletic Club and focus on secondary targets if necessary. The financial challenge. Williams has a €50 million release clause, relatively affordable by elite market standards, but still a challenge for cash-strapped Barcelona. To make the deal work, Barca must offload players such as Rafinha, Ferran Torres, or Ansu Fati, restructure certain contracts to free up wage space, negotiate payment installments with Athletic Club. It's a delicate dance, but one the Catalan club is determined to pull off within their self-imposed window. Backup plans on the table. Barcelona are also reportedly keeping tabs on Luis Diaz of Liverpool and Rafael Leao of AC Milan as fallback options. However, both players would command much higher fees and wage demands, not to mention the challenge of negotiating with clubs who are under no pressure to sell. If the Nico Williams deal collapses beyond July 16, Barca may shift their strategy entirely and focus on loan deals or promoting from within. Why Flick wants Williams? New head coach Hansi Flick favors verticality, direct play, and aggressive pressing. Williams checks all the tactical boxes, able to stretch defenses and open space for players like Pedri and Gavia. High work rate that suits Flick's high tempo system. Youthful but experienced with over 100 La Liga appearances and now international experience with Spain, he represents a rare combination of present impact and future potential, exactly the kind of player Barcelona need to transition into a new era. Locker room support. Williams is also reportedly well-liked among Spain's national team players, many of whom are already in Barca's locker room. Teammates like Pedri, Lamine Yamal, and Fermin Lopez are said to be enthusiastic about the idea of playing alongside him regularly at club level. This kind of chemistry could translate to an even more dangerous and cohesive front line at camp Nou. What happens next? The clock is ticking. Here's how the next 2 weeks are expected to unfold. Week of July 3rd to 10th, final discussions with Athletic Club. Player terms are believed to be mostly agreed. July 11th to 15th, player sales and FFP formalities must be resolved. Contract signed and medical completed. July 16th, Barcelona want Williams presented as their marquee summer signing. If talks stall or Athletic refuse to negotiate on payment structure, Barcelona could pivot to other names, but Williams remains the first and preferred choice. The bottom line: Barcelona's decision to impose a firm July 16th deadline for their top attacking signing is a sign of renewed focus under Flick. After a turbulent season marked by inconsistency and off-field distractions, the club is prioritizing decisiveness and clarity. If Nico Williams arrives on time, he could ignite a new attacking era at Camp Nou, but failure to close the deal may force the Catalan giants back to square one and risk missing out on one of Spain's brightest young stars. The next 13 days could shape Barcelona's entire 2024-25 season. Let me know if you want a sidebar on Flick's tactical plan or a player comparison between Williams and Luis Diaz.